Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the Everything and Nothing show. I am just one of your hostess with the mostest, the Seattle Slam and Stud, the beast of a man among men, the man that your mother dreams about, and the one that your father fears, Clayton Kisco. And I am with the rest of the Maelstrom gamers here. Of course, we have over here Steve-O, or Steven Landis, the bad boy, the man that loves cops so much he has been on an episode.
Yes. 3 times.
At some point in his life, he might sell you a taco.
Yes.
Steven Landis.
Yes, immediately.
God. Bad boy.
What's up?
Boom. And then, of course, last but not least, we have right over here to my right. Yes, the least.
Right.
We have what all the men call the heartthrob. The man that still rocks a beeper phone, flip phone, and a fanny pack. Because he says they're coming back in style.
They are.
Rocco Avellino.
Yeah. That's right, guys. Starting my day off with some beer.
There you go.
Right.
Yep, I'm joining you.
Me too.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
So, we're going to start off this podcast here today. You can always go to our YouTube page, like, subscribe. Definitely, it helps us out a bunch. Comment, because we definitely want to hear from you guys. Go to our Patreon page. You can watch us streaming games on YouTube, like Smite, League of Legends. There's a lot of different games that we're getting into.
Uncharted 4 too, as well, has been going on a little bit.
That's right. And definitely we enjoy it and we appreciate everything from everyone. So
Yep.
let's go ahead and kick this off. We're going to go ahead and go with Rocco's topic
Okay.
to start it off. What
Sounds
do you got
good.
for us?
Okay, so what I got today is about it's about how young is too young for technology. And I know that we've kind of touched a little base on this a little bit, in the past about kind of like cell phones and things like that. But let's just not talk about cell phones only. Let's talk about like iPads too as well. Let's talk about like, PlayStations, gaming consoles, just even the PC itself, like, or even TV, like technology itself, everything that encompasses that. How young is too young, do you guys feel? Steve-O, I know you got children right now. I've got children too as well. Ian, you got, nieces and nephews. You're going to kind of have to think about this one real quick.
Yeah.
Or do you just have nieces?
No, I got nieces and nephews. I got all.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, both.
Yeah,
I've
I've been.
have to just think about what do you think would be too young, and even for just for the future.
Oh, of course.
Because here's a statistic real quick. I want to let you guys know about. What they're saying right now is that there was a survey that was done by a coupon brand. They said that the average age of the first cell phone owner is 6 years old.
Whoa.
6 years old. Okay, so 53% of American children owning a cell phone by the time their 7th birthday arrives. 53% of Americans at 7 years old have a cell phone. Do you guys think that that's good?
No, that's way
No.
too young. Way too young.
Now, why is that too young then? Like, what is it that's too young about that?
Well, I was going to say,
go ahead.
the biggest thing I'm noticing with the girls and everything like that is their communication skills. More than anything. Everything they communicate is through the phone. Like I picked up,
So is it an improvement or?
No, it's a hinder.
Okay.
It's a hinder to communication skills.
Okay.
I mean, they do talk. I mean, it's like you're talking over text and you're talking over Google Plus, whatever they're using and everything like that. And then you go and they actually hang out and they don't know what the hell to do. So they're sitting there texting each other instead of talking to each other, which is kind of weird.
Well, I got a question for
Huh.
you. Do you feel like adults kind of do that thing sometimes too? Like, have you ever sat
Well,
around and like people just whip out the phones and conversation stops?
Thank God you said
Well,
phones.
I understand. I understand what you're talking about, but I'm not going to sit there and you're going to be right across from me and I'm going to text you. You know what I'm talking?
That's what they're doing right now?
That's what they're doing.
Oh, really?
That's pretty
Conversation
extreme,
back
yeah.
and forth. So that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
they don't know. I mean, they know how to
Now,
react.
why do you think that that's the case though? Why does that? How did that form? Like, why?
Probably because
Because think of
technology's
cause
too
and
young.
effect. Like, what was the cause that this is now the effect that they now when they socialize together they're texting instead of talking and communicating verbally.
Because they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to communicate. They don't only know how to communicate over texting or.
But what was the cause? Like, what started it? Like, where did they learn to fail communication? Was it from the cell? Like, When did they get their cell phones?
Oh, Kira got hers when she got into 6th grade.
So in 5th grade, when she sat with her
She
friends.
was 11.
So when she sat with her friends in 5th grade, how did she communicate? Did she do it normally? Like, no, I mean, before she had the cell phone?
Well, and why? Why did they get them?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she communicated at school and everything very good with her friend. I mean, I don't know. She was always a good student and everything.
Yeah.
Bella's good with communicating.
She
Like,
still is, okay.
She's been good, but she got hers when she was in 7th.
Okay.
So I mean,
A little later.
granted, I
Yeah.
mean they might have been texting each other because they didn't want to hear what they were talking about. They might have
True.
been doing that too.
Okay, that's,
So
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly, but like I do feel like it would kind of hinder a little
Yeah.
bit because like the thing is they do seem kind of, I mean, but then I don't know if that's just all kids or not, but they seem kind of shy when it comes to like ordering food or you know what I mean, like or communication skills kind of type thing.
So you feel like it kind of hinders the communication side, like the social side of your life.
Right, yeah, and
In a way.
I also think it kind of doesn't broaden the mind a little bit too. Like,
Ian brought up a really good point, though. Why did they get the cell phones?
Yeah.
At 5th and 7th
okay,
grade?
well, Bella got her cell phone at 7th grade because, she was walking to the bus stop alone, and we wanted to make sure she was getting on the bus and everything like that.
Sorry, everybody, for that technical difficulty, but Steve-O, you were saying the reasoning behind Bella getting her cell phone at 7th grade and Kira at 5th grade. What was the reasoning there?
Yeah.
Well, it was 6th grade for Kira, but the reason was because, she was going to the bus stop, walking, you know, by herself and everything. We want to make sure she was okay. Plus, she was getting bullied.
Okay.
So trying to make sure she was okay and everything like that because the girl would not stop no matter
So
what.
what I'm hearing is like safety reasons is why the phone came around.
Right, and then Kira got hers. We weren't going to let her get hers till 7th grade because they went to the bus stop together anyways. But then her dad ended up getting her a cell phone without us knowing about it. So.
Gotcha. So when she first got her cell phone and stuff like that, Bella, which obviously was the first one, because she's the oldest, what was that like? Like, what did she have full range, like access to the cell phone, or did you guys limit it?
Full range, yeah.
And
Like they already got on the pod.
Like, what was that full range? Like, what did that entail at that time? Did she have Facebook? Did she have Twitter? You know,
No
Instagram?
Facebook.
Like, what was there?
Well,
There's no Facebook. They have like an instant messenger app and everything on their phone.
okay.
Between their friends and they never use a texting. They usually use like an instant messenger app or something like that.
Gotcha.
Well, also, do they like? Are they able to download any games or like other things so like free, or do you have to really look at what they're putting on their phone? Do you like keep track of that at all?
No, I mean we for the most part we do. Like we know that what they have as far as like the social media goes out there. Like
Okay.
they have an Instagram, but we won't let them have a Facebook because
Yeah, Facebook.
around that time, like a lot of the things.
Well, how
that
old are
happened
your
with-
girls right now?
Well, Belle's about to be turning 15 in January, and Kira's about to be 12.
She's gonna
and
be driving.
next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so have you guys seen the videos recently about the children being people were trying to kidnap the children in broad daylight inside of stores? Like
yeah, I saw that.
one where the guy was trying to drag out this teenage girl, or did you guys see the one where this lady was sitting inside of a store with her holding her little baby and then had another little child, younger
I shared
guy
that
tried to
video,
snag the girl? Okay, so
Right.
so obviously safety is a good reasoning for technology to kind of come around. I mean, I understand your reasoning there, Steve. Do I think that the cell phone is really like? I understand that that's like a number one source right now because like, what are you gonna do? You get a walkie-talkie? You know what I mean? Like, are you
Right.
gonna be able to like, and how's that gonna work? Because I like the feature, the idea of the walkie-talkie better, right? Just the ability to make contact during a situation where the child feels unsafe or we feel unsure about a situation as a parent. So you want to be able to get in contact with your kid. I like the walkie-talkie idea. I don't really care about the idea of the access to the phone because it does open up them to all different kinds of things if it's not being constantly like supervised. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the Facebook, Instagram, or anything like that, because social media is so big that it can expose them to those individuals that are trying to like run out there and do something wrong, like those ones we saw in the videos recently over Facebook. So
Well-
there was a device that kind of was recently created, and this is where my point is kind of going to, that like with technology at least, there's some good technology and technology I think that kind of does hinder, like you were saying, Steve, not just so much socially. I think is just like A lot. You know, there's like right now, you know, as adults, I find it addicting sometimes that I constantly see myself flowing right back to Facebook. To think that a child at a young age isn't going to do that's ridiculous of me, especially when entertainment's like kind of their number one thing, at least the way that we perpetuate with society. It's like entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. So why wouldn't they stare at their phones 24/7?
Right.
But the video I was going to say was there is this thing, it's called the snow fox, okay? It's I know you guys aren't gonna really be able to see it too well. It's called the snow fox.
Yeah, I can't see
and
anything.
it's a little it's not, you're not gonna be able to really see it. Okay, so it's a little device. It's made for parents to give to their children at young ages, and it's pretty much like the walkie-talkie concept. Except for it's just like a little square kind of thing, and it's got a GPS in it, so parents can see exactly where their kids are located at any time they want to. It also will update you if they go outside of an area you restrict as like not okay to go play in. So you can set up a boundary with its GPS coordinates.
Yeah.
So if they go outside of that, it notifies you immediately. Also, you can contact it and say, hey, you know, what are you doing? And they can hear you back and stuff like that too, like a walkie-talkie / cell phone, but not going to be able to have the apps and all the different things. So that's a technology where I'm like, oh, really cool for that young side, because as parents, yeah, we do want to have that safety side. And there's this like hate and love relationship about the idea of a cell phone. Like, I want to make sure that my kid's safe. I want to make sure that they're okay and they can contact me in any type of situation. But at the same time, I don't want my kid to be now fully exposed to this whole other world that I feel like is not really helping them while they're growing in life.
Right.
You know what I mean? What do you guys think about things like PlayStations and gaming consoles? What do you think about things like that? Do you feel like it like deters you? Because as like a child, here's my example. Like when I got into gaming, I got into it when I was like 14 years old, and you
were younger than that.
But I mean in a real hardcore game.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Like getting into like EverQuest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so when that happened, my life changed. No longer was I really choosing to go outside and do things outside as much as I was really like kind of just want to now play my game.
Right.
Because I'm so into that now, and I'm so consumed in that reality, I don't really give a shit about actual reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this is kind of my own experience, and that happened a little bit like 14, but I think it's happening at a younger age now because people are, children are exposed to games that are
way
a lot
younger,
which I feel like for us came around our 14 years old.
Yeah.
Those games changed. They became way more enjoyable, which kids now have access to at 6 years old.
Now,
you know.
Now, if you think about it, you're talking about as far as safety reasons and everything goes. Like, do you really think like, what else would have been doing, Rocco, besides doing EverQuest?
No, honestly, that's a good argument too, because of the fact that I probably would have been a lot of my friends at those times and stuff like that. They were choosing to do some drinking at those times. There's 14, which was high school. They were choosing to do some drinking. They were choosing to do some smoking. I wasn't about those decisions. I wanted to make sure that I was like keeping myself straight edge. So by choosing the gaming route, it did help me keep away from that. At the same time, I could have also made choices outside and in reality that weren't based off of just the drugs and the drinking situation, and still had gone out and exposed myself to life and a lot of different experiences, which I still chose not to do. You know what I mean? So like, yes and no. Like, yeah, it kept me away from some things, but it still kept me away from maybe just going to the beach and hanging out with friends who weren't doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
you know?
and I totally get your point, because I mean nowadays, like, kids are sitting there playing their video games all day and not even going outside, and can't even throw a football or anything like that. And it's like, wait, they're like 10, 11, 12. You can't do something that I was probably doing at 6, 4,
because
or 5.
Outside, nonstop.
Right. And I mean, we're getting into that world where, you know, parents are like, oh, well, they're safer inside kind of thing, you know, and it's like, that's not the case, and technology is expanding and everything like that. And
is it that though? Is that really or is that just like an excuse, Ian, so that they don't have to play parent? Like, it becomes like because I'll say I have done the same thing. I've been guilty of it too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my child now, you know, LJ has been watching TV a little bit more than he usually does normally watch TV, because I'm working hardcore and I'm tired, and I kind of like, you know, instead of us and he's not choosing to go outside though. That's the thing either. You know what I mean? Because now that he's got a little bit more TV, he's kind of like, well, let's just watch a movie instead of going outside. It's like, oh wait, what am I doing? I'm building this habit.
Yeah.
And I'm building this habit because I'm saying, hey, I don't really want to go outside right now. It's fucking hot. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't think I really want to go do that right now. So let's just watch TV instead. He starts to develop that habit, and then what's he start to do? Choose the TV or the movie over the going outside.
Okay.
That's that.
Well,
like,
I mean, what we do.
I'm gonna watch that one. You know what I mean?
What we do when we actually go out, which we are doing a lot more now that Amber's
Notice that. Yeah.
Amber's working everything. We're doing all that and a lot more. We're taking the phones away from them.
Okay.
Like especially like what kind of got me mad one time was when we actually went to Disney, and like we were watching it was a show, you know what I mean, and it was and the entire time Bella was on her phone. She wasn't even watching the show.
Oh damn.
Like, and I was like, you watching? She's like, yeah, I'm watching. You know, and she's just looking at it. I mean, this is good. I mean, it's a good show. It was like The Lion King and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there thinking, like, because I wanted to take them to like the Lunuba. You know what I mean? The Cirque du Soleil Lunuba. And I'm like, we're taking their phones away, like, period. I don't care if they want to take pictures. I'll take the pictures then, you know?
Yeah, and send it to them.
Or something like that. But, like, I was just like, yeah, because they got to experience other stuff. And I do what you're seeing. Oh. I do see what you're saying, though, as far as, like,
a 2-minute warning.
As being a parent and everything like that, too.
Yeah.
But, I guess, I don't know.
Hey, so the thing with that, though, Steve-O, is that, like, somewhere or another, like, you got to take some responsibility and say that we allowed that habit to form. And now you're trying to change it, too. So now you're saying, take that shit away, we don't want to do it. So now you're
we're
like,
slowly doing it, though.
Well,
we're not taking away from them at home.
Yeah, but you get my point. Now you're trying to break the habit. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to get them back. Like, what I'm trying to do with my kid, I'm like, all right, I'm realizing the habit's starting to form, and I'm going, okay, now I got to start saying, oh, you know, got to get outside. No more movies. Get out there in the playground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I built that shit.
I'm just saying, though, like, but being aware of that is a very important thing, and taking responsibility to that, because as parents, we really are the guides for these children. A lot of the things that they're going to develop in life, their habits, their thought processes, their perspectives of reality, are going to be a lot based off of what we've allowed them to think and act. You know what I mean? Like, in ways. They've learned a lot from us, and they've learned a lot from what we've, like, how we've reacted during situations. They learn a lot from that too. So,
well, let me ask you this then: what age do you think is appropriate to get a cell phone?
I like that. So 6 years old. That's like you're still not really too far out of my parental wing for me to really feel like there's the need yet. You know, 7 I haven't really got there. 8 starting to feel like we're gonna probably need to start get ready for that. You know, but that shadow fox system. That
but
thing
yes,
where it's just like tie it to your book bag, that kind of thing. The actual genuine cell phone, bro. The first day I got my first cell phone, I got into my first fender bender. And it was a very small one, but it was the first day I got a cell phone, and it was because I was fucking with the cell phone while driving, and that's a big deal. So like, I don't really know. Like, I don't know when the proper time for that cell phone is. You know what I mean?
The funny thing was they never even said anything about cell phones until like their friends started getting them, because they already had iPods and everything, and then her friends started getting them, like, oh, can I get a cell phone? Can I get a cell phone? It was like, it didn't really matter until then.
But that's the way that things happen with kids. You know what I mean? Like, once that first parent does it, the rest of the kids are like, dude, you got like, and now I'm out of the clique if, I don't get a cell phone too.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I didn't get one until I was 18.
Yeah, I was 17. And honestly, and it's terrible, but I'm going to tell my kid,
I think I was 16, 17 too.
No,
but
I'm not going to get you that.
The same thing, guys. Let's not forget either. When we were 12, the only cell phones that existed were those big bulky ones inside the cars, okay? So, like, it was reasonable for us to get ours at 16 or 17.
Right.
Our parents have gotten us one at 8 and 10 and 12, had it been, like, they lived now. You know what I mean? Like, and would our whole perspective be different on that?
So what do you think the kids are going to turn out to be like then?
I think that if you can... I think it's all about awareness at the end of the day. If you as a parent can tell your child to be aware of those times when they're just, like you were saying, just constantly consumed in their phone or this or that, at the end of the day, people have to make their own choices. They have to be responsible for their own choices. If you can help them be aware of the times when they're making bad choices or help them to see a different choice, you still got to, at the end, like, let them make the choice. I think that's the only thing you can really do. It's just help them see that. And then, like, hope that they make that choice because they see that it's going to better them instead of, like, hinder them in any way.
Yeah.
You know?
So, okay, then to wrap up this topic, let's all say our ages that you think that they should get a cell phone, and then the ages that would be okay for them to have their own console.
Okay.
Gaming console.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, so Rocco, go.
2.
So cell phone, I'm
I
gonna
thought we were saying
say
it together.
No.
cell phone. I'll say 14 years old. I think high school is a good time for the cell phone.
Okay.
I think that that's a time when he's starting to open up a little bit more socially, and he might want to be in contact with his friends. And I'm not too sure if I want him to have a Facebook, so I think texting might be a little bit more appropriate.
Okay.
Can keep those messages a little bit more private. I think that might, as of right now, and who knows, when I get there, that might be the case. But 14 for me.
Steve-O?
I
But
think
that
right about
Shadow
that.
Fox-
I think
that
you're
Shadow
right
Fox
there about
thing?
like.
I'm sorry, one second. That Shadow Fox thing
Would
I
be
can see that
before.
happening at like 7.
Right. That's totally fine. I'm just wondering about an actual cell phone.
Yeah, 14
So,
for that.
okay.
Plus, who doesn't want to fuck around with walkie-talkies, especially with their son? You know how
It's
fun
not
that would be.
Oh, yeah.
really a walkie-talkie. I don't know if they can contact the parent back. I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
I think they can press a button or something like that. I don't know if it's just a one-way sort of thing. I think it's a two-way, but I'm not too sure.
I got a question. Would you give yourself nicknames?
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Like Falcon X.
I'll bring it back to the 80s.
Falcon X
So
says
I'll
open
be
mouth.
Maverick.
Oh, man.
Look out.
So, Steve-O, what ages are you thinking?
I'm probably with Rocco actually. I would say 14 would have been a good one because you're getting in ninth grade, you're getting to high school. I mean, like they don't go out too much or anything like that. But if they did start getting a little more freedom, I kind of want to know,
Mhm.
them to check in and everything like that too, and
Yeah.
know how everything's going. Plus, I don't want them to get Facebook because I don't know. I'm just against Facebook, even though I have a Facebook and like I'm
Right.
usually constantly always on it and everything. But it's mainly to see what you guys are doing because I stalk you guys all the time.
That's fine.
And
I don't post anything.
I know you don't.
But
And I'm like waiting. I'm sitting
Yeah.
waiting at your page. It's like, is he gonna post anything? And
I
they never
am.
do.
I'm just going to say, hi, Steven.
They do it. I swear. I'll screenshot that shit and send it to you immediately. Yeah, it's great.
What do you think, Ian?
I kind of agree. I would say like 13, 14, possibly like 15 age, when they're starting to kind of go out and do more things. What you mentioned that, what is it, Snow Fox? Or
It's
what
like
is
the
it?
Shadow Fox.
Shadow Fox.
Something like that, yeah. something
That's
Like,
great.
say 9 times.
Because all I kept thinking of is like, like the old person cell phones, the jitterbugs, where it's just numbers and that's it. Like they don't have like a really screen or like you can't do anything. Getting my kid something like that, be like, hey, and you can only call me, your mother, or like 911
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's just useful for just those safety purposes. that's it.
Exactly. So,
'Cause our world, let's like be realistic. Our world is a little dangerous right now.
oh, of
So,
course, and it'd be nice to have that ability to get a hold of them. So, but yeah, an actual cell phone. I'll just go with the middle. I'll say 14, but I'll have to really see how things are. Like, okay, what if my kid is in a competitive sport that, we're busier and stuff, and then maybe they have practices, but I might still do the same little Shadow
Yeah.
Fox thing.
Yeah.
Their own console. I mean, I
Yeah,
would be cool.
console.
I'd be cool with like.
their own console. Okay, this is now going to be in their bedroom or their own little one. Okay,
Right.
so this isn't the one that they're going to share with dad. This is their own.
I would say like.
This means that they're probably going to be 24/7 on this bitch.
7, 8. I mean, because honestly, I had one when I was really young, but but of course, my parents were kind of regulating time and stuff like that. Like, hey, you can play it after you sweep the pool and do this and that and this. I'm like, okay, so I run and go do all these things, and then I'd start playing.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm still at a different thing with you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think,
I do. No, I mean, we're at the end of the topic already, but
Okay.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah.
I
go
just,
ahead.
age?
huh?
Go ahead
What
quick.
age on the
But
console?
on the console, I would say probably 8 or 9, maybe
8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say with a console, actually, I would say probably still like 15, 14, 15, to be honest. Like, I would let him share dads for a while, and I don't think I would let him kind of like have his full, run on it until he's a little bit more older, hopefully make better decisions
Mm-hmm.
and not be so like, because 8, I still feel is very influential, still can be molded by the world around him. Where 15, I feel like you're a little bit more independent, you know yourself, you know your decisions, you know your likes and stuff like that, and you can kind of take a little bit more responsibility for your actions. I think that then at that point you can be, because it could be like a gift or like
Yeah.
a really bad thing, you know what I mean? Like,
True.
they would really hold you back a lot in life if you invest a lot of time in the video games that aren't going to get you anywhere. You could have been doing something else that could have got you somewhere.
We never got
Okay.
Like,
we never got Clay's perspective though. Clay.
come on, Clay.
I think a kid could get a cell phone at 2 years old, and him and I will be calling each other all the time. And then their own console, never, because I'll always have the consoles. They're mine. I'm buying them.
It sounds so much like Clay right now.
That's mine.
That sounds so
mine.
much like Clay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, cool. So let's go on to the next topic here. Steve-O, what do you got for us?
All right, cool. Since we're going to talk about hindering and everything like that, I'm going to go right into Pokemon Go. Just released yesterday, guys. Actually released on the 8th.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the day before yesterday. My bad.
Yeah,
The
shut
7th.
up, bro. You don't know the fucking date.
7th. It was the 7th, man. My bad.
Time flies when you're Pokemoning.
It was like 5 days, 7 days, 2 days. I don't know.
No, it was the 7th. It was 2 days ago, so 7/7.
So I never knew much about this or anything like that. So could you like elaborate on it?
Yeah, sure. It's been actually in the making for probably about, I would say, a year. Like, I saw a commercial on it for a year ago, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be great. What happens is, it takes your phone, normal phone,
Okay.
and it gets
then it
access
makes
to your
it-
camera and your GPS for Google. So you sign into Google, right? And you sign in just like you would like a normal Pokemon game. You know, you're Ash, like Ash Ketchum, but you're like your own person in this one too. So you start off at your home, and what happens is it makes you go out. You can walk, preferably. Don't drive and play this game at the same time unless you're a passenger. And it sets up on your Google map. It knows the destinations. Like, say there's a church down the road, actually, and that's actually a focal point. Yep, Rocco's got it up. Cool. And it'll be an actual focal point. So what happens is, by the focal point, meaning it's an actual gym. And a gym, if you guys don't know what Pokemon is, really is where you go and you battle your Pokemon that you catch actually out in the real world. So they also have destinations you can go to on the way too. Like yesterday when we stopped by the Firehouse Subs, it was like Firehouse Subs, and you turned the wheel a little bit, and you actually got prizes and stuff like that, like Pokeballs and stuff like that, and it gave you experience. And as I was walking around there, Pokemon would pop up on the screen. Yep, we actually went late night. Me and my wife went late night Pokemon hunting yesterday, and they digitize up on the screen, and they're in the real environment around you. So you move the camera around, and you won't see them. You'll see them in front of you, and you throw the Pokeball. Yep, you throw the Pokeball out, and you grab them and everything like that. And they're sitting right. They digitize in the environment around you, and you actually have to walk around and get them. And the cool thing was yesterday, as we were doing it, we ran into people that were driving around doing it. They stopped and asked us, like, "You guys playing Pokemon Go too?" And we're like, "Yeah, we are." Like, you know where the gym is? We're trying to find the gym. I see it on here, but I'm like, you just follow the GPS down here, and it's actually there's a gym over there. And one guy comes out of his house. I'm like, "Are you guys playing Pokemon Go?" Or like, he's like, "Everybody's playing Pokemon Go right now." He's like, "If you go down the gym right down the street right now," he's like, "They actually don't have a trainer. You can just throw a whole bunch of Pokeballs down there and get a whole bunch of Pokemon right now. They don't have a trainer there yet." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And like they were sitting there talking.
Did you run? Start running, trying to beat the rush.
What was we actually walked out. I was like, "Babe, there's something in the grass popping up over there." I was like, "Let's go check it out." And we were walking in the middle of a
boom, get bit by a snake.
Exactly. That's what she was worried about. We're walking right in the middle of a field, right, and it just rained, and we just, I guess, got into a giant puddle or something like that. It was, I don't know, it was hilarious. It was a lot of fun because we were walking around. We were walking around for a good 45 minutes, and it didn't feel that long. It really didn't feel that long.
Well,
it was fun.
I got a question for you. Okay, so you said, like, you know, the Firehouse Subs, the store that you went to. Do you think that maybe they could turn this into like a marketing thing where?
Oh
I
yeah,
think so.
absolutely.
I think so.
It's like, hey,
I
they go to
believe
that app.
Drop a ton of
Because-
freaking Pokemon in their location and
Yeah.
make it into a gym.
Every church is a gym.
And that's brilliant.
Every church.
That
is
right
a
there
gym.
is
And I was
brilliant.
talking to Amber. I'm like, did God like make a deal with Pokemon or something like that? Because like
It's like, come to our
every church is a gym.
Get
Like, you know
Pokemon.
what I mean? Every church is a gym. So,
So
it's like,
here's the cons to it right now. There has been a pileup supposedly because of somebody trying to play Pokemon and catch
bullshit.
themselves.
Yeah.
Is it?
I saw that. You know, my friend purposely.
It's BS?
If you click the link, it tells you. It just like it has like a little tiny story,
Hey,
and it doesn't say anything.
what about
It
this
doesn't
one?
say
What
where
about
it
this
was.
story?
Doesn't say
Was
anything.
this BS or not?
There's another story too about
Finding the dead body.
yeah.
What?
I doubt, dude. It just opened up. Like they have another one too, saying this guy got hit by a car,
This is
and
supposed
he's suing Pokemon Go. No, like it just opened up. How the hell can
Why?
you shoot somebody and they get out that quickly, like immediately? Like
I-
this.
Bro,
I'm sorry, but why
Just
would
saying, we're out and about with other people? You like whatever the moves through the society to the point and power of that. It's got people outside. Like, then think about how that works across the nation. Now think about how many of those individuals are going to be doing, how many stupid individuals are involved in that group that are going to go out and do dumb things.
I know, I believe it
You didn't
eventually
dumb enough
happened.
to go out there to the point of some muddy shit in some rainy ass scenario to go catch a Pokemon, bro.
It was
Like,
fun,
you're gonna
but
go
I
in
was
the
walking.
Bayworks, like cross into the interstate to go catch the most legendary Pokemon.
Oh, that's got to be a retarded.
Well,
like-
and that's the thing is like, and why?
It
It's your
is.
own stupidity if you
Okay,
get hit by
well,
a car playing
and
this
that's-
game.
Pokemon
That's
better be
natural selection, and that person shouldn't have been
prepared.
allowed to live.
There you go, Steve-O.
Pokemon Go better be prepared to have their lawsuit stuff ready to go. Like, we don't take any liability for dumbasses walking into the road to catch a Pokemon.
That's like suing the cell phone companies because you were texting and driving and then killed yourself or killed someone else. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. It's like
So I
you
was
did
I'm
it.
gonna sue Playboy Magazine for giving me
I
the
got
funnel.
Pokemon Go too as well, and it starts off with you get to choose just like on the regular Pokemons, your Charmander, your Bulbasaur, your Squirtle, and I want Charmander. Yay! But then I went and tried to like
Bulbasaur.
find other Pokemon, bro, and I walked all around my property
Yeah.
with my kid, and we didn't find
Find
shit.
and that's what happened. Me and Amber,
We
me and
walked
Amber.
everywhere, and he was
the
like,
first-
"Dad, when are you gonna find a Pokemon?" I was like, "It should be coming up." I mean,
No,
yeah,
we
anytime
walked around.
now.
We walked around 20 minutes. No, we walked around for 20 minutes. Didn't find anything. Honestly,
Yeah.
didn't find anything. And I think it's mainly because it's been having a lot of issues. Like you
Server
constantly server issues. So like what happened was
They didn't expect 50,000 million people to
right,
down-
Yeah.
exactly. And like first 20 minutes, we didn't find anything. And like we're like, wow, this is really shitty. Like what the fuck happened? So like all of a sudden the server went down. We're like, oh okay, so maybe that's what happened. As soon as we got back on. We were finding them left and we were finding them left and right.
That's what happened to me,
It was
too.
like the last 15 minutes we were on our walk. We were like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Yeah,
We're just like we're having so much fun.
that's what
Yeah,
they wanted it to be, I think. Same thing happened to me, too. So it was like, we didn't get any Pokemon at all. Then the server thing popped up, and it said it
Wow.
crashed. And then it came
Yeah.
back later, and it was like, around your area is 5 Pokemon. And I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa! Like, now I don't want to go outside because it's dark, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I live in the woods, and I'm not about to go get attacked by some shit to go get Pokemon.
Find a real life Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll
there.
find a real life coyote. I was like, I'm gonna eat your Pokemon. Let's go. Like,
You start trying to throw shit at it, like,
I'll look
go,
at the camera,
kill it.
There's a little Pokemon, and then see a wolf, like a freaking coyote, and be like, fight the fucking coyote!
Yeah, help me.
Thunder attack! Thunder attack! Be like, nah, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Man mauled
I
while
like it though,
playing
Steve. I'm gonna
Pokemon.
say this is a really cool concept because one, it is getting people outside, moving around, and doing different things,
Yeah.
get them out of their like little bubble that they're in.
Good.
And two, it's like, it's also kind of like starting to use like a little bit of that like virtual reality kind of feel, like because there is like that animation of the Pokemon jumping around using your camera, so it looks like they're actually in the scene in front of you. You know what I mean? So
And, yeah, because like I already asked Bella and Kira if they wanted to go do it with us tomorrow night, and they're like, yeah, let's go do it.
that's a really
So-
cool interactive game.
Yeah,
I have not seen it like that interactive before when it comes to the idea of the Pokemon.
it's a
Yeah.
good concept, and
It's
from
So I was looking up this company, right? And I was looking up the other things that they make too as well. The apps, the other apps they make one. I've got it downloaded. It's called Field Trip,
okay,
and it's like their like technology is based around the whole GPS kind of system, right?
Which is
what Pokemon Go is all about.
Yeah.
hmm
So the Field Trip one that they've got too as well is like also about like GPS locations of awesome, amazing hidden places that you don't know about that are local, that are really cool to go do like daily or on your weekend or whatever it is you have. And there's another one they have too as well. I can't exactly remember what it was, but it was all GPS like located. That's a cool concept, man. What they did is they took their technology, the idea of this whole GPS coordination things, and they just said, you know what? Let's connect this with Pokemon and
Mhm.
let's just go and roll with it. And they're about to be like one of the largest apps out there on the market by just like taking their technology and just using it in a different way, a more in a creative way, attaching it to like a video game style thing, which
right.
was something so techy, you know, like GPS coordinate kind of systems. It's really techy, and then mixing it together and making an awesome game.
Yeah.
I was like, that's that's how you like make an app like this, is like trying to find companies out there that are doing like these things like this, and then trying to mix it with video games.
Well, there's a company that's doing that too with scary video games too on your phone. Like, I don't know if I told you guys about that before.
Yeah, you did.
I showed you guys the preview. I could have sworn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember where it actually goes through your phone and taking like visual scans of your house and everything like that, and ghosts actually pop up like on your screen and come at you. Like,
oh
you
wow,
can run away from them, and like you have to go to that section. Like, you hear something like a noise, and it tells you to win the game, you have to go there and check out the noise. Like it's forcing you to do it, and it's in your own home, so that's what makes it even freakier.
Yeah, doing that at night, that would freak me the fuck out.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. You have headphones in, you hear fucking noise behind you, you're like, what the fuck?
You just throw your phone, like, damn it, it's broken now.
I've done that to Amber before, man. Like, I showed her something scary, you know those things that pop up at you?
Yeah.
She literally had it in front of her face. She hit it. I didn't have a good grip on it. She went like this, and phone flew across the bed and almost fucking just like fell on the ground. It was so crazy the way she died. I'd never seen her react like that before.
Deuce. So you say deuces? That's
what
so
does deuces
awesome.
mean again? I forgot. What is that?
2-minute warning.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Deuces.
All right, go ahead, Ian. Sorry, what do you think about the whole thing?
Oh, well, I haven't interacted with it at all. I think it's a great concept. From what I'm hearing, you can actually have your family involved too, so there's not many apps that you... I mean, the only other apps are like, oh, download it and we'll play like Words with Friends or something. That kind of interaction. Now, this seems like you're all grouping together, walking around. A, it's a little bit of an exercise. You're sitting there walking around doing stuff. B, I think it's a good concept of getting people together. I mean, shit, people were walking outside their houses in your situation.
No, it was a lot. It was like
How
a lot
odd
of fun.
is that? Like at nighttime, you got a bunch of people rolling around.
And the best part, guys, it's the original 150 Pokemon. It's not none of this new shit.
Yeah,
That's the best part.
The best one.
I mean,
this is like applying straight for like the 30-year-old.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Like,
it's gotta be.
well,
we ain't trying to target the young age, man. This is for the 30-year-olds to get outside of their house and go play Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, shit, it was what, 6th grade since I did anything in Pokemon or something like that?
Drunken Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's when we start going out in the middle of the road and getting
That's where things go wrong.
At the local
well, I was looking up on where to find like a Ghastly or a Haunter. You have to actually go to a cemetery.
No.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, kind of. I mean,
at
like...
night, like, because on your thing, you know how like when your GPS turns to night, it like turns to night on your GPS?
Yeah.
It knows when it's nighttime.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty...
you gotta go out at night in cemetery to actually catch them.
I will fucking do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Because I love getting
Catch every Pokemon.
And
Catch
then
them all.
that's where Steven gets raped.
On the out of this topic right here, can we remember any Pokemon songs from our day?
Oh, please.
I'm on the
can't.
road to Viridian City.
I'm on the road. Ian wasn't there. Ian was like one playing football. And
Remember? Can you remember any other ones?
Let's see. There was On the Road to Viridian City. There was
Road to Viridian City. I'm on the road.
Dude, I knew so many, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Pokeball, gotta catch 'em all, so true.
Oh yeah, well that one, of course.
Well, how's it go? Nothing for me and you. You thinking I think you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Yeah,
Boom, boom.
something like that.
So, I mean, I think... Sounds like something's dying.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test.
Okay.
Oh, man. Beautiful lip singing. Beautiful. So, hey, actually, to kind of wrap up this topic here, I'm thinking that I might actually go ahead and download it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so... I mean, it seems kind of cool, you know, check it out. I mean...
You tell her to download it, just go out and
Yeah.
So,
have fun.
I think my name is Ricadian.
Nice.
Procreate.
I don't know if you can, like...
Can't add friends yet.
Can't? Okay, yeah. I'm sure that's going to be down the road at some point.
Yeah.
They're going to create this
figure all that stuff, yeah.
Cool. Well, good topic, man. Very nice, very nice. So we'll go to my topic, of course, because mine's always the best. Because I'm Clay. You know,
Yeah.
I always come up with the coolest things and everything.
Are those
So
designer glasses, by the way?
yes, they
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
yeah. They're way too expensive
Is
for
that-
you.
is
You
that
keep
way
them
too
really clean
expensive.
too. You can't even see the lenses.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, no, it's new technology. Yeah.
I like the beard though. I'm not gonna lie, the beard looks good.
Yeah, the beard looks really clean.
super
Thank you,
fresh.
thank you.
Nice.
So
Man.
Longer.
And I can't. It's just
Look.
the hat, man. It's
Yeah.
it's pro.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
It
it is.
actually really looks like you don't have any hair in today.
Yeah, because I
there's
don't.
no
'Cause
hair.
I'm
I'm so
Clay.
glad you shook your head.
Yeah. It was good.
It gets a little cold sometimes. That's why I have
Gotcha.
that on.
Hey, is
White
that a streamer?
shirt.
Is that X in the background?
Yeah, he's
You
back
gonna
there.
try to play some
Yeah.
video games? No, you can't.
Shut the hell up!
Oh man, that's not the way you touch your kid, bro.
That's exactly what he does all the time, though.
I'm
That's
kidding.
the crazy thing.
All right, let's move.
So my topic is we have to figure out what our spirit animals are. Okay. So we've had this topic between me, my wife, and like my in-laws of what is your spirit animal. So like for me, you know, of course, being Clay, it's a bear because it's enormous, strong, a grizzly bear. You know, just yeah, nothing can take me on. So.
What would Ian's be then?
Oh, that puny guy, he would just be like a I don't know.
Me
A
and mine would be a
sloth.
troll.
A troll. I love that.
There you go. So yeah, what do you think your spirit animals would be though? Seriously.
Huh. Let's see, spirit animal.
Yeah.
I would definitely probably be
Hey,
Fox.
A fox. Yeah, I could see you as like kind of fox, little
I could see you as
squirrely.
a sly fox. You
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
see? Have you seen Zootopia?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're a sly fox, bro.
Yeah. So I got heart though.
I like that guy.
Got heart though.
Heart
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You got heart, man.
I've got heart.
You got heart, but you're a fox.
Fox.
Sounds weird to say it like that. You're like, you a
Yo,
fox.
fox.
Hey, girl, you a fox, girl.
Yo.
I think.
Boy,
Yo,
you
girl.
look like fox. You slide like a fox.
Girl.
So I would think Rocco, you would be like,
No, you can't tell me what my spirit animal is.
yeah,
Hey,
I don't know, like a wolf, fast, hairy.
No, I would say.
He'd be an elephant.
What would I be for? a
Majestic,
He'd be an elephant.
Unicorn.
unicorn.
I would
Unicorn
be.
breathing fire and shit out rainbows. That's what he'd be.
Shits out rainbows.
No, for real. Spirit animal? That's a good one. That's a good topic. I
Yeah.
don't know what I would be for a spirit animal. I like the idea of flying, but I don't want to be a bird. I see birds every day. Birds are bitches. That's my life. That's my motto.
That's your bitch.
Birds are bitches.
It's gonna be on his tombstone.
We've been drinking. This is a drinking episode.
I'm gonna put that on Steamstone, too.
No, but for real, spirit animal. Spirit animal. I like the idea of a tortoise. So I know it sounds weird, but you know, like the Kung Fu Panda tortoise, like that guy. What was his name again?
I don't know.
Master Uguay.
Uguay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. You know, that slow, patient, but also, I've seen a video of them running on this treadmill, and the dude was taking off.
Yeah.
So secretly fast, but
Builds his energy.
yeah, it builds the energy, the spirit animal of the tortoise.
Takes in things around him,
Mhm.
analyzes.
shields all,
But also funny. Also funny.
but wise.
But wise.
It's the tortoise,
Ooh.
the Rocco spirit animal.
And Clay's
Yeah.
just the fucking bear.
Yeah.
Clay's a bear.
It's the biggest bear ever.
Bear and the tortoise. Challenge the world.
I would kick you around and play.
All right, for real though,
Yeah.
Ian, what would you do?
Okay, we were actually talking about this last night, and at first everyone was saying a hyena, but it was too like,
Hyena, man.
yeah, like it's too high energy, and I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Like I've been thinking about this actually since last night of what my spirit animal could be. So I wouldn't want to say lion. Because I keep saying going towards a lion. I think, you know, calm, cool, but crazy. So
Okay.
what do you guys think it would be?
Your spirit
You?
animal?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me visualize you as
All
an
right.
animal.
Well, first I want to say this. Why we're thinking this? All
What's that?
right. There's actually you can look up what a tortoise would be for the meeting.
Ah,
What was
Yeah.
the meaning behind it?
All right. It's learned to be happy and tortoise can lead you to new undiscovered treasures. If you
Always.
can tap into the rhythmic vibrations of deep meditative state,
Always.
or you'll be taken to lands filled with treasure.
Dude,
And it will be
you know
your
what? I
challenge
feel
to
like
learn
I'm a
to bring your
fucking
treasure back
pirate
with
by
you.
choosing tortoise. I'm like the pirate treasure finder, man. I'm like, if I just decided
You're
to
a
make
pirate tortoise?
my career, like finding pirates' treasures,
Tortoise.
because I'm the tortoise.
Listen to this. A tortoise makes his home wherever he decides to stop and rest.
so you're homeless.
I am plugged.
Tortoise. Oh, you did?
I just
Okay.
came back on
It
all
said
the-
a tortoise.
So, did it
No.
also say that tortoise
No,
is
it
the
says
homeless?
it says tortoise makes his home wherever he decides to stop and rest.
That's right. 'cause
Tortoise.
I'm thug. I'll make my life. I'll make my home anywhere I want.
A tortoise is content and peace on his journey,
So wait, whoa.
and at peace.
This is
with
the
his
right
journey.
choice, is what I'm hearing.
So you're a thug pirate
So-
tortoise.
So the
Pirate
main
tortoise thug.
thing is treasure and guidance, peace, meditation.
I live where I want. I
vision,
find treasures every day.
oracles, and manifestation of their life.
I can always do that too, because as a tortoise, I connect with the vibrations of the deep world.
See-
I am visualing like a cartoon tortoise, like with a gold chain and a patch, and like one leg is like a peg.
Peg leg.
Oh man.
Scar down the back of my shell,
All right.
but I find gold.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit animal fox. Let's see what this one would be.
Well,
Yeah.
and but during our conversation last night, actually, my wife and everyone said after the hyena, they said a bear, and I was like, I don't
You
know.
would be a duck, bro.
Fuck you.
You're a spirit animal. You'd be a goose. You'd be those ones that take those shits in the park. Those big turds. You're the
Yeah,
fucking
you shit right on people's
On
cars
people,
and
yeah.
watch them.
migrate every year.
I helped pay the doctor. Ain't that enough for you?
Flying the bee, baby. You're the mighty duck. No, I'm just saying, man.
I know.
What would you be? Let's see. Ian's personality.
I don't know this one. I might have to change the fox thing.
Why? What's yours? What's the fox?
Yeah,
It just,
let's
it
go
just
with-
it doesn't seem like me. I guess.
No,
I mean,
let's
I
hear it.
guess.
Let's hear it.
All right, physical or mental responsiveness, increased awareness, cunning, seeing through deception, call to be discerning, ability to find your way around stuff, to be swift and tricky in situations, affinity with nocturnal activities and dream work.
Hmm.
No, it doesn't sound like.
Doesn't sound like me at all.
No, not a good spirit animal for you.
Yeah, but it says wisdom.
You shall
Definitely
be
not
good
you.
thinking.
Okay.
And
I'm joking.
adaptivity, responsiveness, sometimes cunning. The power animal is great guide and facing tricky.
Oh, I know the one for Ian.
What?
What?
Ian's a dolphin.
Oh,
Motherfucking dolphin.
Ian's a dolphin.
Spirit
Ian's
animals.
spirit animal is a dolphin.
Why is that? They're quick.
They're quick, man. They'll protect you from sharks. Like they'll be there, you know.
I like that.
They also like to enjoy life and jump around boats, you know.
And they're the only other animal that likes to bang for fun.
Exact. Oh, bam! See, you know exactly what's
The funny thing is, I'm actually reading about it, and everything Rocco said, that's exactly it.
Ah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
because Rocco's touch with the vibrations because I'm a tortoise.
A thug pirate tortoise at
A
that.
thug pirate tortoise. I can find all gold.
That's right.
That's right.
And turn it
I'm
into a big
I'm
old
treasure
chain.
hunter.
All right,
Egg leg.
all right. The dolphin.
where I
All
want.
right, the dolphin is symbolizes peace and harmony, protection, playfulness and joy, resurrections, inner strength, and cooperation.
Actually, yeah, I think that's pretty.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
dolphins
yeah,
are
yeah.
both
Yeah.
highly intelligent.
Oh, fuck yeah.
in tune with their instincts.
Yeah. I think that sounds like me.
It's like 110% me.
It's like 150,000 right there. I'm that spirit animal. I'm a dolphin.
Highly intelligent and
Dolphin.
closely in tune with their instincts, striking a balance between the two states. Dolphins are also a symbol of protection and resurrection. Their playful nature is a reminder that everyone needs to approach life with humor and joy. People who identify with the dolphin totem are usually peaceful and gentle, but with deep inner strength.
Steve-O, your spirit animal.
Give it to me, Rock.
Your spirit animal.
Okay.
Yours is.
I'll be a ferret.
No, you
No,
know what
no.
you know what your spirit animal is, honestly?
What?
Yours is the cat.
Okay, I can go.
I'm not gonna lie. It's in the cat family. I don't know what cat yet, but it's in the cat family. Your personality is like a cat. Like sometimes you're like, yeah. Sometimes you're like, all right, get the fuck off.
Get out of here.
Okay, get out.
You know what I mean? Like the troll. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The troll. The cat's a
There it
troll.
is.
So
Cat's a troll. I don't know what is a troll like. Well, I guess
trolls.
Troll's
like,
a mythic
trolls
creature,
like
right?
always playing games. Always playing games. Like the cat's always playing games, right? Like you don't know if you're getting loving or if you're gonna get smacked the shit out of with claws. You know what I mean? Like,
It totally is not describing anything you're saying. Okay, a cat symbolizes patient, waiting for the right moment to act.
you're not a cat.
Okay.
Okay, so let's think about a cat.
But it is actually, I am patient though. And
Yes,
I'm
you
waiting for
are,
the right
yeah.
act, so I do, because I always do sit back and watch you guys and then try to figure out something. But it says independence, yet enjoying social connections. Same. I like that. Spirit of adventure, courage, deep, relaxed connection with self, healing from the inside out, curiosity, exploration in the unknown, or the unconscious. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
could
close.
apply
Yeah.
Harmonious relationships
three-fourths
between
of
light
those
and dark. Actions of observation are also attributes of the cat spirit. Let's follow the spirit animal and embark on a profound journey of self-discovery. That's some deep shit right there, man.
Some real deep shit.
Yeah, I knew me and Abigail connected on a spiritual level.
Ooh.
Deuce.
Okay, so we've done all of ours, and Clay's, of course.
Oh yeah, well actually no. What would Clay be? Come on, guys.
Yeah, I was only
Okay,
joking
realistically,
before,
what
so.
would
Wolf?
Clay be?
You think a wolf? Let me see, because he is a leader.
Yeah,
Let me check. Let
like
me
a
see.
pack leader. Yep.
He
Let's see.
does
Hold
like
on.
lead things.
Yeah, but hold
But
on.
wait,
hold on.
which one is really organized too? What animal is really organized?
I think Clay would be a beaver. Organized, efficient.
Okay.
You know,
Slap
I
the
think
shit out of you.
Is always trying to come up with a.
All right.
You know,
Well, what's a smart animal too? If you think about it.
Beavers are smart.
beavers are smart. That's what I'm saying. Like I think.
Fine.
he's a
Let me check the fucking beaver.
I think
I'll
he's
check the
either
beaver.
that or he's a honey badger.
Ooh,
He just doesn't give a fuck. No, he's not that though.
no.
He's not a honey badger. He might want to be a honey badger, but
I
you're
think-
not, Clay. You're a beaver.
I'm a
You know what?
fucking
You know what's
bear.
funny is a beaver is so crappy that
Really?
they're not even on the spirit animal fucking list.
Can't be a
Ooh.
spirit animal. 'Cause
He-
he is
And who the hell would want a beaver as a spirit animal?
no.
I'm thinking of
What do we
wolf.
think- What do we think?
Wait,
Alan
how do you
is?
spell beaver?
Beaver.
Okay, yeah, it's not coming up.
What does Alan like represent? What kind of spirit animal is Alan? To?
Ooh,
Giraffe?
Alan.
Why? Because he's so tall.
No, that's-
So, you know what's funny though? I thought the same thing too. So. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm not gonna say that because it's just like, oh, he's tall.
Yeah.
I totally was gonna.
I don't know. That's a good one.
what kind of spirit
Ooh,
animal?
okay. Actually, here we go.
Like a little reserved, but not also reserved. Like, let's see,
Crafty.
crafty. Let's see, what could we?
Okay. All right, beaver symbolism. Right, the beaver is a monumental symbol of never ever giving up. Beavers are symbolic for having
Play,
foresight and vision
play,
to scout locations,
play,
plan, and then carry
Clay.
out the vision
Clay.
of engineering and building their dam.
Are we
and
describing
lodge.
Clay
This is
or
Clay.
beaver?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Is this a beaver? or Clay?
He's a beaver.
This has got to be Clay.
I'm so good with this spirit animal.
You are.
Yeah.
Shit. The beaver has incredible foresight and is indeed a true visionary.
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
Beaver knows precisely
Just know your animals,
what
guys,
it
and know their
needs to
attributes,
sustain itself
and you'll know.
and find the perfect location based on all locations of resources.
Clay.
And goes about changing the entire environment in which it builds a dam and lodge. And what is going on right now, Rock?
Clay Kisco.
How the hell you do this? I'm changing this. Okay.
Next one.
Hold on. Alan. All right, Rock. Tell me,
Before we
Rock.
leave, we gotta think about Alan.
Spirit guru.
Yes.
Tell me, Rock. Wait, you gotta do the ding. Just like, come on.
Yeah, just go.
Alan is a no.
It was perfect.
was perfect.
It was perfect. It was.
I was not deep about it. I was just practicing everything else. Alan.
Come on, Alan. Think about Alan.
Okay.
Is Alan a water animal? No, he's not that one. What is Alan?
I would feel more like mountainous.
A mountainous animal. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Mountain animals. What is Alan?
Bobcat.
Alan.
Bobcat. That's not it.
No,
Yeah.
not an Alan.
More like aggressive.
Let's see. A polar bear? Would he be a polar? No, he's not a polar
Wait. Polar bear?
bear. No, he's not a polar bear. He's not a polar bear.
Is that because he's so far north?
Not so much. He's not a polar bear. Is he a penguin? He's not a penguin. He's not a penguin.
You know what?
Shit.
I think he's going somewhere with this. Keep it going.
Let's see what he is. What is he? What is he? What is Alan?
Look up penguin. Let's see what it
Now the
says. Fuck
pressure's
it.
on. Now the
Yeah.
pressure's on.
I know it's on, but I gotta think about it. I gotta think. What is Alan? Alan's a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay, Alan's a tough one. Alan's a tough one
I
because
think you had it right there with like a polar bear or a penguin.
let's
Honestly.
see. Okay, so look into that. Let's just see.
Yeah. Let's check out a polar bear.
How about like a panda?
Alan, a panda. Oh, Alan could be a panda. Okay,
Ooh.
pandas are playful. They are playful. They could be. Wait.
They're still a bear.
What if he was a koala?
Ooh.
What if he was a koala? I've seen koalas be playful individuals. I've also seen them be like, They don't play games. At moments.
What about a gorilla?
Koala.
Okay, so you said
Or what if it was a
koala?
kangaroo?
How do you spell koala?
Koala.
So, okay. So, what would you? Why would you say koala?
I'm just thinking, he's got the side that sometimes, he's like crack these little like playful things, and you're like, well, that came out of Alan, and you think it came out of Alan because you think Alan doesn't usually come out of Alan.
Well,
You know what I mean? So there's that other side of the not always so playful. So you're trying to think about like this like balance of like this middle ground.
What about an otter? Otters like to play and stuff like that.
Oh, otters, yeah, but are otters ever serious though? Have you ever seen a serious otter?
Yeah, I think they can get serious when they're protecting their stuff. They have teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, otters can be a little serious. Oh, honey badger was a pretty good one though for the idea of honey badger too.
Dude, that beaver was fucking on point.
Yeah, that beaver was good.
That beaver was on point.
Yes, sir. Okay, so
Oh,
real quickly,
shit.
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Alan, name Alan real quick because we got to roll out.
Okay, yeah. So, I would say Alan would be an otter.
An otter. I
Yeah,
think it's pretty
playful, everything, but will protect his shit when stuff needs to be.
good. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I see otter. Okay, otter is the subliminal picture of perfect symbol of enjoyment. Otter appears for you to invite on a play date, to remember what it means to totally let go, have fun, and perhaps indulge in a little romp. Otter is coy and flirtatious as she lies on her back, tempting you with her charm.
That's Alan.
Yeah, and swim to new adventures along the river.
100% Alan.
100%. There we go.
That was perfect. Yeah. Okay, so Alan.
It looked like you had a good one.
Alan, yeah. Okay, so there was this bird that I was watching on Earth, planet Earth. Okay, and it's this bird that is in the jungle, and it will clear out its space, like all around, to do this. It'll like set up its theater, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
So it takes time to like plan and coordinate some things, make it look good. Then then it throws out its call, whatever it does, Female comes flying. What's this? What's this?
What's going on?
It's like, hey, what's going on?
Look at one of those.
Let me see your
Does it
show.
lay on his back?
Let me see your show. And you know what a show is? He's like this. Takes his wings. He like goes like this, and now he's got a circle around him, and only his eyes are blue, and he's got this long blue mouth, and he does this dance. I was
He
like,
starts
"That's
dancing."
Alan." He cleans. He'll clean out the area, make it look real good, and when the girl comes around, he's like, "Hey, baby." Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Rocco trolling right now?
Yes.
Then your goes like, I dig it. That's me.
Yeah.
So, this is odd and awkward, but I love it. This is all me. And I was like, yeah. We'll go with it.
Alrighty.
Alright, cool.
Okay, cool.
Alright, you guys, so the sound's still working and everything, or we're just gonna move on?
Yeah, let's go on to the next topic here. I believe, Steve-O, it's going to be the other topic that you had here.
Okay, the other topic was a serious one, I guess, in light of the recent events, as far as like the shootings that are happening. Like, I
Hmm.
guess it all sparked with like this. I forgot. I'm sorry about the names and everything like that.
Sterling?
Huh?
You're talking about Alton Sterling?
Yeah, Alton Sterling. That was it. Sorry.
Let
It
me
all
reach
started with that, and then I was protesting and everything. I was watching them all on Snapchat. Like, they even had like a whole fucking part for it and everything like that. With people just like, I guess, just marching anywhere and everywhere. There was a huge march in Atlanta. There was a huge march in Washington. Huge march in New York. Like, literally stopped traffic and everything like that everywhere. And then there was one in Dallas, which everyone knows about, where the officers, like at least 5 officers got killed,
Yeah.
6 officers were injured. I guess by like 3 snipers. One of them got killed, I guess, in a standoff gun. No,
No. So what I was finding out is that it was only one shooter.
it was one.
At
Oh.
least that's all I'm finding
Okay,
out.
they
right
were
now.
saying it was 3, because when I was reading on the thing last night, they said it was 3
And
shooters.
I think it's just that they
one
just
of them got a
announced it. It's
standoff.
Like,
Okay.
announced that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're not announcing yet who's telling the right story or anything like
Right.
that. I just know it's all over everything, and I know that people are getting on it, like saying, that it's all about they're just shooting black people and not, and all this other stuff. But my friend did have a point too on Facebook. He was saying, that like over the past year, I guess, or not over the past year, but over the past 5 years, I guess there was like 236 white people shot and killed too by police, but no one's ever said anything or started a rally about them or anything like that.
I mean, that's a good point, but at the same time, so like.
But we don't know exactly the statistics on how many, black
It's just unfortunate. I mean, why can't we all just get along and live our lives and just, that's what most people want to do, and it's unfortunate that these things keep happening, honestly, and
I agree with you, Ian. At the same time, though, we live in this world right now, and we still have to address this situation. Because if we were to
Right.
just let it go, though...
oh, I'm not
so
saying
it's-
just let it
Yeah,
go.
I know you're not, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, I agree with you. I think everybody does. But to get there, to get to that place where we can actually feel like that's reality, we have to still get over this hurdle, which is a big thing for people to even confront. Because a lot of people don't want to confront this. So,
No, but-
Steve-O, like, a lot of people want to say, like, oh, this is a racial thing, because the marches
Well,
that were
yeah,
going on,
exactly.
Black Lives Matter. It was Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter anti-violence protests. So there was obviously one individual that decided that wanted to open up shooting on the cops. And now it seems a little odd to me, for whatever reason. People will call you a conspiracy theorist or whatever it is, but the fact that he spoke to negotiators, and the specific thing that he said is, I want to kill white people, I want to kill white cops. Okay, so that just seems like the perfect
Yeah.
thing for somebody, for an agenda to be truthful, but at the same time, obviously, there's a lot of hate and stuff out there that this could totally be an absolutely real thing. I mean, I don't get that the people out there, that there was probably officers that have passed away and things that have happened. So it shows the anger out there. One thing about your friend, his comment about the white people and stuff like that, yes, that's true. There is white people that are killed by cops too as well. So this is the overall case is about bad cops and good cops. And
Well,
about,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Right.
because I mean, they've showed video. I've seen videos like,
But
I
at the
had
same
like
time,
white.
Steve,
Yeah.
5 times more black men unarmed.
Oh.
Talk about unarmed killings, though. Unarmed killings, 5 times more black people.
I
than
absolutely agree with you. That's the
5
thing.
times
Like,
more
I mean,
than
he's
white
saying.
unarmed.
I know, but he was just making a point, like, you never hear anything about them. But the thing is like, I do understand what you're talking about, but like, it all comes down to like, there's good people with guns, and there's bad people with guns, and there's good people with there's good cops with guns, and there's bad cops with guns. Like, I've seen like a video where it was a situation where this guy was taking down. There was 2 cops taking down this white guy, and they kept tasing him, and he wasn't going down. He wasn't going down. He kept getting up, and he was actually fighting the cops, and they didn't shoot that guy. But then they showed the other guy who was down on the ground. Now, I don't know the whole situation, but I just saw from a video with the thing, and then he just puts a gun to his chest and then just says, if you move again, and then I'm going to shoot you. Remember I think that was the Alton one, or
Yeah.
Alton Reigns.
Alton, whatever. How,
Reigns. And the thing is like, that could have been a bad cop. Like, he just a bad cop with a gun. Like, what if you would took the people that were handling the white guy in that situation, and they were tasing him? Like, it could have been
there was no patience there.
There's no patience at all.
It's a lack of respect for the life, right? So because of the skin color, it's like there's a difference in the value of the life for
Okay.
whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not to say for everybody,
That's what I'm
That's,
saying.
you know,
You can't say that for everybody.
say that for everybody,
Right.
but it is
But that's
a
also
systemic
got
thing that's in our country
that's
right
also got to be due to like what I was trying to talk to you about earlier was due to your mental thinking. Like these cops need to be evaluated either every 3 months, every 6 months, because they're constantly taking shit and seeing stuff on a daily basis to where they become numb. I see it. I'm at the pharmacy and I become numb to people, like almost like, you know, oh, my family, you know, like, oh, I'm dying. I need my med and everything, and I'm constantly seeing.
Is that gonna be cash or credit?
Yeah, exactly. I'm seeing people coming in like, yeah, with the same story, and there's crack addicts trying to get their medicine and everything, but there's people that actually really need it, and I feel the lack of what is it called, like
Compassion.
compassion for them, because like I'm already programmed to be numb to the other people's freaking pains that are just coming there just to get their drugs and get their fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're getting the same way. You know what I mean? So like they're not having compassion.
There's a
This guy's
there's a
fucking
few things
asshole.
about this, okay? In the United States, we still have systemic racism that's still involved, okay? And we have to address
Absolutely.
this, because even in the 60s, people were lynched, which is hanged, okay? Black individuals were hanged. That's not far ago. That's not long ago.
Right.
So we still have it here. There's still shit that's around, okay? And we haven't gotten anywhere where we need to be quite yet.
Yeah.
So we have to address that. So this whole Black Lives Matter movement is, I think, a very important one. All lives matter, don't get
Okay.
me wrong. All lives matter.
Right.
But right now, we do have to address that Black Lives Matter too. We have to start giving some credit where credit is due. Start to say, hey, we need to change this racism that has been around here. And even just in 1960, we were hanging Black individuals still. That's a pretty big deal. You know what I
That's
mean?
where the whole mental thing comes in, though. Like
I
Right.
agree.
your whole.
I agree with you too as well, that there has to be more rigorous like mental examinations that the cops need to go through on first an initial basis and then throughout their time
Career.
working as a cop, because they are going to get jaded to things too. One other thing too as well is that there has to be some type of responsibility for this, because if like Tyrone was to kill Tyrese down in the streets and there's black on black crime, which a lot of people talk about, well then Tyrone goes to jail for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, his whole life, whatever it is. But if Officer Bob kills Tyrone, Officer Bob goes on leave for paid leave for now and doesn't go to jail or any of that. That's
Yeah.
a big issue.
That is a big issue.
That's a huge issue, okay? Because now that's like people being able to walk away with murder to happen. And like I said, that statistic of unarmed means not violent. There is other ways to handle a situation or to calm down a situation besides executing an individual. This is something important, okay? Because look at what we just did recently with the Dallas shooting guy. I oppose that guy entirely.
Yeah.
The dude was not shooting officers and doing this during a peaceful protest. That is not at all the way to get across your point. Not at all, okay? But what did we do? We sent in a vehicle drone, and then blew him up with a bomb. That's not okay either. Now here in the United States, it's not okay to just go execute people without trials for any type of actions or anything that they're doing. To show that they don't care, they're like, whatever, we're just gonna put the drone in there and we're gonna blow a bomb up and execute this guy.
Well, I mean,
That's
he's
not
still
cool. That
going
shows
though.
it doesn't matter though. You can even use a gun or something else, some other type of way to take down the person. The idea is not to kill. It's not to kill. It's to detain people, to have them to go through the trials, the juries. I understand that we completely oppose what this guy was doing. He's a wrong individual.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have taken lives. But who is it to say that it's okay for us to just go take his life? There's individuals out there that believe that that's correct, but that's not the democratic system. That's not the American system. It's not about just kill those people. It's about, hey, take him down in whatever way we can. If he ends up dying by the way we're trying to take him down, he ends up dying. But we're not going like, let's just go drop a bomb on this dude with a drone.
Well,
That's saying like, that's not cool. That's like using what we use warfare tactics now here on American land, on American individuals. Even though that Americans I don't like them, don't agree with them. Still, the way that it was all being done too. You know what I mean? It's like this mentality is, it's okay to kill people. It's okay as that being a way out. That's not okay. That needs to be the most last resort, absolutely possible. That gun does not come out unless it's absolutely necessary.
right, and I completely
That drone,
understand
which is
that.
the bomb
But,
that they drive around a corner and then blow a guy up. That's
But the guy was still executing other people, so they were trying
or
to
at least
stop that.
shooting at the other individual. So there was a shoot-off that happened at the end. So he killed people, and then it wasn't
Yeah.
just an execution like he had individuals and he's executing, but he is trying to shoot other individuals still and try to take them out.
Yeah, he was murdering people. So yeah, we have to stop that. You have to cut it off. And it's not like he was up to negotiations or anything like that. He wasn't going to just give up. So it's a tough situation.
But do you think that that's a okay call? Do you think that's a policeman's call to be able to say, we're going to execute this man now?
They tried other paths and it wasn't working.
I mean, granted, they haven't tried. Okay, so you could keep on with the whole gun shootout sort of thing, and there could be more loss of life.
Okay, so what you're saying is basically, why don't they have like a drone go in and shoot like a taser at him?
Yeah,
why not? Why not something else entirely? Why not like a smoke?
No.
Why not a concussive grenade? Why not a smoke grenade? Why not tear gas? Why not anything else? Why a bomb to blow the individual? Because that's not a respect for life, guys. That's the issue there.
Yeah.
I get that he doesn't either, but you can't fight fire with fire. You can't kill another individual and just slaughter him and think that somehow you're going to change the way the whole system's working. That's not how it works. Like, I know that the mentality out here is just like, go kill the terrorist or whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? And that's the way to solve the problem. But it's not.
How'd they even find out that he was trying to kill white cops then?
Because a negotiator got into contact with this individual according to the report. Okay. And that was the report given back by the negotiator.
And then all of a sudden he gets blown up.
I want to kill white people. I want to kill white officers.
And then all of a sudden he gets blown up.
Yeah, I haven't read.
Right after that, I'm just saying that was the.
I know, but it seems kind of weird though too, because like right now, is there any protests going on anymore since the Dallas shooting?
There was.
Probably,
at least yesterday, Atlanta was doing Black Lives Matter protests, which is exactly the same thing Dallas was doing too.
I mean, do you think something else is going on here to where they're just trying to like show something to the extreme and trying to scare people a little bit from going to the protests?
I mean, honestly, I think
like it kind of did get kind of
division is the key and stuff like that. So I think we have to be wary of anything that's trying to divide people and stuff like that. I think that we have to really unite. Now, here's the issue: bad cops are existent, like you were saying.
No, fuck you, and you can't do that shit. No.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of technical difficulties again, but we took care of it, and we are back. We're going to be wrapping up this topic here. Just get a few other little words in. I know it's early and everything, and it's unfortunate with all these situations, and hopefully things our future can work out for the better, and we can figure out our problems in our nation.
I want to do like a quick 1.5-minute spiel, okay? There was 3 videos specifically that I saw in this whole situation that is something that's significant for me. One was a DJ speaking about how he feels that good cops need to start speaking up about the bad cop situations, because right now with good cops not speaking up, it kind of feels like everybody's starting to hate cops altogether, when we know that there is good cops out there. But the number one people that should be speaking about these actions that are occurring should be those good cops. They should be the ones saying, hey, we don't agree with what you're doing. That's from a DJ. Then I saw another video of a black African woman who is a police officer too as well. Okay, and she spoke about how she watched these videos and tried to feel like she was on the outside, because she knows what it's like to be on the inside too, and all the shit that they go through and all the stuff that they see and how how the communities are working. But she also said that by watching this video and feeling like she wanted to step on the other side, she felt like taking off of her uniform and quitting, because this is not okay. If you're there to protect and to serve, you swore on oath to do that for your communities. If you can't handle the black community because you are racist or whatever it is, or you feel so jaded, then go to a different community. Don't be that individual that's going to be there to not protect and to serve, but to kill individuals when they're unarmed. The other video that I watched was a third video was a black pizza man driver, okay? And he's absolutely working with the cop entirely. He's got himself recording while the cops pulled him over, and he's being compliant, he's being nice, he's being polite, he's doing everything the police officer asks. The officer is being outrageous for whatever reason, okay? He's not capable of managing his stress. He's now allowing this adrenaline rush to take over, and he's getting out of control. He's getting angry with the whole situation. The individual who's inside the car is being calm and collect. Officer, I am sorry, I have my license and stuff like that, but officer, I am scared right now for my life, and I don't want to move. He's roll down your window, get out of the car. Da-da. Officer, I don't want to move because I feel like I'm terrified for my life. Can you please call a backup? Can you please call somebody out, like somebody or something, you know, because I feel uncomfortable in this situation right now. Get out of the car! Sir, why do you have your gun out? Why do you have your gun out, sir? Like, this is what I'm saying. This isn't okay. You know what I mean? So I watched this video too as well, and this is something that we as white individuals don't get to experience, and I have experienced with the black individual in my car as a friend, and experienced like prejudice that does occur, and it does seem to happen from the law enforcement for whatever reason. Maybe it's that jaded personality of black communities are always like this, or they do these things. I don't know what it is, but it needs to be fixed. And the individuals that I feel like need to speak a little bit more about it are like that DJ said, the good cops out there. Because there is good cops, and all lives do matter. But they need to take some responsibility too and say, hey, you know what? It's not cool. It's not cool at all to use your gun as the first method of trying to detain somebody. We need to make sure that we're doing other methods. We should be here to serve and protect, like our oath that we gave is we're supposed to be doing, which means detain people in other ways.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that.
Apologize, guys. There was just those 3 videos that I wanted to mention because they actually play a big thing in the whole Black Lives Matter, Cops Lives Matter, shootings, all these things that have just occurred. You know?
And like you said earlier, all lives matter, and it's unfortunate. Now, cops do put their lives on the line to protect and serve every day, so they do have to be on edge. But granted, it's not right.
Cops to get a bad rap for what the bad cops do.
Right.
But if they don't speak out about it, it's easy for people to just put everybody in the same basket then.
Right.
Then all cops are the bad cops then. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's not the case. And
we know that, you know?
And it's unfortunate. And, you know, and like I said, can't we all get along kind of thing at the beginning. And it's going to take some stride to get there. But it's ridiculous to shoot unarmed people.
Anybody.
So, yeah.
Realistically.
So, and hopefully all that stuff, you know, with time and working and somehow figuring out a solution, that's the best route, you know, a non-lethal way, you know.
Like I was stating before in a few episodes, it's all about the awareness, like we were talking about with the kids. We make ourselves aware of the situation and the problem. We start to address it a little bit more, and eventually it gets fixed. But we have to become first aware of it and acknowledge it. And I think that that's what we're starting to do as a nation right now.
Okay. Any last thoughts on it, Steve-O?
No.
Alrighty. No. So we're going to go on to our next topic. It's going to be for Rocco. He has a nice little setup for us.
Guys, okay. Here
Take it away.
Ready? Table Talk. All right, guys. So Table Talk is about us opening up the discussion to any and all topics.
And
so
opening a beer.
Give out exactly, beer too as well. So it's free flow conversation to let the audience get an insight and about like what happens with our lives. So we're going to just be, like I said, opening up this table to allow any and all conversations and all topics to happen and just let it ride.
Well, then let me go. I'll be right back.
So I'll start this off, guys. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
I don't really know. I'm just trying to break the ice. We got to get a conversation started. This is Table Talk, guys. Come
Atch.
on, let's go. Just playing.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, who's there?
Atch.
Atch who?
Bless you.
Jeez. No.
That's Steve-O's joke.
So let me open it up with just talking about things that are going on in life. So as of late, I've been thinking about getting a truck. I think I kind of talked to you guys about my transmission going out. Did I? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe sort of.
Yeah, it might have.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah. With the because of the whole warranty thing, and you just got past the warranty. Yeah.
Yep. So I've got a Ford Fusion 2014 that just transmission blew. It's 2014 and only has 68,000 miles on it. I had to put $2,000 in it to get it repaired, and hopefully it's done today, but we'll see. It's been like 2 weeks now. It's taking forever. But anyways, I've been looking at trying to get a truck. I know you have a truck though, Ian.
I sure do.
Yep. And I've been looking at trying to get one. What I'm specifically looking for is something that's going to tow like a lot of weight, you know, because I want to get a tractor eventually. So I've been looking at ones that it's like I'm not gonna have to go crazy ham about like tow packages and stuff like that and spending a ton of money, but can kind of come out of the box with packages that are gonna tow around 10,000 pounds, maybe more.
You might want to go 4-wheel drive. You know, my background is I used to be pretty much a car dealer. My father owned a dealership, and so I learned a lot about the industry. So I can give you a little bit of insight of a good way to shop for a vehicle and to save.
Yeah. Well, I was going to do so here's what I was going to do. I was thinking about like the F-150, right? So I was looking at multiple different trucks. There's like the F-150, the Chevy 1500.
You might want to go a little bit bigger if you're talking about pulling stuff though.
But the 2015 and 16 say tow out of the box is 12,000 pounds.
Okay.
Because they're kind of giving like the tow packages, like they're upgrading the truck out of the box, like with the full tow package, and not really making you.
So
I'm saying they're not making you pay more, although the truck is probably costing a little bit more than it usually does.
trucks are expensive. So
Yeah.
I always suggest trying to get a vehicle around, try to get under 20,000 miles. Like if you're looking for newer, 2 years old, under 20,000 miles. A, you're going to keep your warranty. B, after 2 years, the depreciation is gone. Now, the vehicle is still going to depreciate. You just can't avoid that. New cars come out every year.
Do you do like the trade-in like every 2-3 year kind of thing? Like, is that something that's worthwhile? Because I've seen a lot of people do it. You know?
I'm working.
It's just like a car payment always, but it's a new car like every 2-3 years. You know?
Right. So what I always said, here comes the troll, is I'm working on that. So what I did is
I know everything about trucks.
I know.
You guys gotta go with a Ford. Ford everything, America.
So I say 2 years and that miles because A, you still get the warranty. B, you save money. So in that third, fourth, fifth year, you're paying down the vehicle because obviously you're not going to pay cash. So so while you pay down the vehicle, it will kind of balance it out to where you won't be upside down more than likely. I'm not going to say can't guarantee it, but so like my truck, I would say is worth about right now 18,000, and I only owe $5,000 on it.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and I bought it 2 years old, 18,000 miles, and it's the truck that I've always wanted. So, and now I can sit there and turn around. I have all that equity in it. So it's not like you're in a vehicle. You're like, shit. If I want to go trade it in or sell it, I have to pay $2,000.
So how do you buy a used? So how does this work? I got a loan right now on the car that I got right now.
Okay.
How do I get another car and trade in that car that has a loan on it right now? How does that all work? Does it like just total up the loan that I was going to get, put it all together with the loan that I already
Pretty
had?
much.
Now I got a lump sum loan.
Yeah, and you're
loan
going to be
that was
upside
had,
down in the other vehicle.
Or do I have to pay the other loan fully off to go get this loan fully open? How's that work?
You're going to, if you trade it in on a vehicle, so whatever you owe on it is going to go on top of the other one. So just for round numbers, you're $2,000 in the hole. So you buy a $20,000 truck, bam, you owe 22 on it.
Right, I got you. Okay.
So that's kind of how it works. Now, you can make it work the other way for you, though, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So, like, I traded in my vehicle. I had it paid off. I bought it, and I had it for 1 year, and I paid it off in a year. And it was, like, an older truck. It wasn't, like, the best one. It was a smaller Colorado. And within a little over a year, I was able to pay it off and then get my truck and trade that in. And that vehicle, when I bought it, actually I traded in for the same amount of money. So, boom. Got the little drummer
like
boy.
I like
So-
so no, I mean I'm being serious though because it's like I'm looking at really trying to get an F-150. I'm really trying to look at trucks right now and
2
I think it's
years,
something-
trust me, 2 years old. Try to stay under. I mean, you're not going to find exactly under 20,000, but if you find the truck that you really want, it has 23,
So how do I go
25.
and I get that truck? So say it's like some personal guy has that truck. What do I do there to get that truck that I want? Like
They're gonna want. I mean, a person.
cash. They're gonna want the cash. Like,
Right now, you
So
can
how do
go to like your bank or credit union or something like that and apply for a loan. Nothing stops you for that. So you just then in
Is that
turn.
worse to do than to go to like try to do like the other way? I mean, what is it exactly the same?
It gets a little bit more complicated,
Okay.
only because the bank would not want to give out the money unless they have their name on something. The guy is not willing to give up that title unless
He has the cash.
he has cash. So it's this catch-22. So you can always say, hey, write up a bill of sale kind of thing, go into the bank, and
Gotcha.
and you all three just sit there. You know, like, hey, I'm going to be truthful, you're going to be truthful. Now, first off, if you do something like that, pay $100 and get a third-party mechanic look at it and ask if it's been in an accident.
Or you do anything.
Anything, yeah. So, granted, not every vehicle is going to be perfect, so.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do.
All right, let's flip the topic.
Boom!
Stevo, let me see about, let's talk about light beers,
I don't
dark
know
beers.
shit about cars, so I was
What's your
just,
preference? Light beer or dark beer?
I'd say either beer.
You don't have, no.
No, both together.
He looks like a
No, no.
wine drinker to
That's
me.
not how this works. Tell me, light beer or dark
With the
beer?
pinky
Both
out.
together, man. Both
Light beer or dark beer, bro?
together. Okay, I'm gonna say light beer.
Okay.
Because if you have dark beer, I'm guessing that a lager like a Guinness is in a dark beer family, and you feel like you drink a meal after you have it. Yeah.
Can be a
True,
little-
they are heavier.
Yeah,
they are
they are.
heavier.
I know.
Yeah.
So like, but the thing is I don't get it though. Like they say you have to drink beer with certain foods. So like, do you guys know anything about that?
They don't say that shit. That's a fucking lie. What are you talking about, bro?
I just drink beer.
I just drink beer with no food.
But you guys never noticed that food tastes better if you drink like a certain beer, or a beer tastes better if you drink certain food,
Not at all.
Mm,
or do you eat a certain food?
I just think when you're drunk, everything tastes better just because you're drunk. Like I don't think that.
Have you
It
guys
doesn't
ever
matter
watched-
what you've been drinking to get there. I think
Have you
if
guys
you're-
ever watched like Brew Dogs or something like that on TV?
Nope.
Where
No.
they eat like they pair a beer with the food and the beer tastes like amazing.
I think you're going a little off
And they're
tangent.
drunk.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Hey, this is table
Talking about
talk,
light
bro.
beers. We're talking about light beers, big beers, dark beers.
I want to talk about because it's table talk.
Ian, light beer, dark beer.
great question. I'm more of a light beer guy.
Light beer kind of guy too.
Yeah.
And this is leading into another question I have for you
You better
guys.
not say it because
What?
we're not paid for it.
Yeah,
What?
True.
What was the first time you ever had a drink?
What was it?
What was it, and where was it at?
Shit,
What was the drink?
mine was a beer, and
What
I
kind of beer?
I think maybe just a Bud Light. I never really drank until I was like in
Yeah, just
college.
So what was that? What was the age though? How old were you then?
I was
In your 20s or?
no, I was 17 or 18, and it was with my brother and his friends, and I hated the taste of it, and I was like, I don't want it, you know.
Did
And
you
they're
get
like,
drunk the first time?
no, I only had one beer, and I was like,
you
that's
did.
it,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So, and I was just like, this stuff, and then after a while, you know, just in college and everything, I got to acquire the taste, and actually, I enjoy a beer, a nice cold
Yeah,
beer now. So,
Steve-O.
No. Clay.
Clay.
yes,
Tea or coffee?
both. I mix them together.
Wrong. They both have caffeine.
Ah.
Kill yourself. Rocco, what were you gonna say?
Steve-O.
Okay.
First time you ever had a drink. What was it?
What was it? The
Yeah,
first
what
thing I had
was-
to drink?
yeah, what'd
it
you
was
have?
a Long Island iced tea.
Oh shit! You jumped
was
in the
Rocco.
deep end, man.
No,
You
Rocco.
jumped right up in there. Where was that at?
No.
Damn.
That was in Savannah. That was in Savannah. Actually, at that Irish pub. I forgot what it was called.
Did
Oh,
you get
Flanagan's.
naked after?
Flanagan's? Was that it?
Something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
Like
It
Flanagan's.
sounds like it would be an Irish pub though.
Dude, you realize what's in it, Long Island, right?
No, everything.
There's 4 liquors in it.
All right. So
Yeah,
what
he
happened
was
was,
hardcore.
okay. Here's the thing. We went there, and I think it was with Rocco, and it was with Faye. I think it was Faye.
Faye. It was Faye.
It was Faye at the time, and I was like, I don't really drink, and I think I was 21, 22 maybe, and I was just like, I don't know what to get, and they were like, well, what do you like? And I'm like, well, I drink tea a lot, and they're like, okay, we'll get a Long Island iced tea for your first one. I had 5 that night.
Oh
Five Long
shit!
Island
You
By
threw
the
up.
by the
It's
fifth one,
First time drinking, bro.
by the 5th one, the thing was, they gave it to me. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, and I started drinking it fast, and they're like, no, you're gonna want to sip that.
Yes.
So like, but it was so good.
It was
And
so
by the 5th one, man, I just remember I was like stumbling down the street and like tripped over like this little pebble, and
You got mad at the pebble?
no, and my drink went everywhere on the ground. I remember staring at it for like, it felt like 5 minutes. But I just remember Rocco was up the street. He's like, Steve, what are you doing? I'm like, spill my drink. Like, I just remember staring at it.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself.
I was like, what to do with my hands?
Mine was at a Longhorn. Okay, so Steve-O though, but how old were you?
I think I was 22.
Yeah, 22
I
years
was
old.
22, yeah.
Yeah. I think I was about, I think I was 21. I was 21, yeah, because it was 21 birthday. Okay, so I was at Longhorn, and I had a rum runner as my first drink. It was like, we went to Longhorn. We were like,
That's
oh,
like
let's go get
51.
let's go out to drink. We'll go out to a restaurant. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are we
Longhorn.
doing? Go to Longhorn, I get a rum runner, and I'm like, ooh, this tastes really good. I like these, like, fruity, tasty drinks, you know? Because everybody was like, you know, you're probably not going to like beer. You don't want to start with beer. You want to start with something, like, tasty and stuff first. I was like, okay, let's do it. Got rum runner, and then I did a margarita as my
Yeah.
second one, and I was fucking, like, that was when I knew I would never drink margaritas. You know what I mean? Like, just like, fuck this drink. Like,
It's
I
so
wanted to
tart.
drink,
Salty,
and
yeah.
I gave it away. Like, I tasted it and gave it away. I was like, I'm gonna do something else. You know?
Did you have like a banana one though? Banana ones are pretty good.
I don't think I had a demand. I just went into
No.
another fruity kind of drink. Like, I don't know if I
Yeah.
went back into the rum runner.
That's a
or...
little tart.
A
No,
fuzzy
no,
navel?
no. No, I went to a green apple martini.
I thought he was gonna say a blowjob. I was
No.
about to.
Green apple martinis were strong too, so I went. This is my first time drinking. I went from rum runner to margarita to, like, I was
Martini.
doing what you were doing. It was like
Yeah.
the fucking Long Island iced tea, 5 of them. you
I
know?
went all of them. I went all of them mixed
That's
in one.
crazy.
That's what I did.
That's kind of crazy talk right there,
What
though.
about you, Ian? Or Clay?
Oh, right when I came out the womb, I started having a beer.
I had a beard.
Oh yeah, beard was always there.
Beard was not always there.
I did a keg stand like right off the bat because I could
Oh,
walk.
wow.
I
You
could
got
already
arm
walk.
Wait,
Oh
no,
yeah, fuck yeah,
Live streamed.
Yeah.
Live streamed at that time.
yeah.
Crazy.
Before it existed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have the tattoos?
Yeah, I mean, I got the outline at that point. So, but
Tattoos. Anybody here want tattoos? Like any new tattoos?
I do.
I do.
Yeah, I don't have any, honestly. I know you guys have some, but
So what do you want?
I want one right here on my back. Right, my lower
Fucking
back.
troll.
Look, is it gonna be stars or like a winky
No,
face?
it's
Gonna
be-
say Amber, and it's gonna be really awkward because you're like, when is
Yeah.
she looking?
It's gonna say harder.
When he's
That's what it's
getting
gonna say.
pegged.
It's gonna say harder.
Is that all you got?
What do you want, Ian? Like, what do you want?
I think that I've said on the stream or the
So
But-
let's be quick with it then, Dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want two, and they're gonna be like kind of like at the
Sure.
the shirt, like a short sleeve shirt, and it's
You're
gonna go
have a short
towards
sleeve tattoo?
what's that?
You're gonna have a short sleeve tattoo.
Half a sleeve.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a white
Short
shirt.
sleeve. Just call it short sleeve.
White shirt.
It's gonna be a white shirt. I'm gonna have a farmer tan
Permanent.
tattoo. That'd be great.
I wanted to go to my back shoulder blades on both sides, and they're gonna be similar, like in like the how they go, but different. One's gonna be for my father on my left side because he's left-handed and he's a very smart man. So I figured that's like my wisdom side, and then for my brother, like my strength side, my right side.
The non-wise part. Yeah.
He's a smart dude too, but my dad
And
is
then my
like,
sister is gonna be in the crack of my ass.
yeah,
That'll be my sister tattooed right on my butthole.
gonna put her name just around it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, snap.
That it's so close to a pile of shit always.
Oh my god.
Both sisters' names.
Oh man.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's gonna be my two tattoos.
Steve-O, what are you trying to do, man? Quick, real quick with it.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I
man,
just
tattoos.
want to get this covered up. I'm gonna like I remember I was showing.
Why?
It's like,
What happened, bro? You don't like the life-death fucking combination there, bro?
Well, not only that, because it's braille. Like a blind man can read this.
Ah,
all scarred.
Puffy and shit.
Yeah, it's all puffied and shit.
Puffy.
And it just looks weird. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
contour with my arms, my huge arms anymore.
Oh yeah, talking about
They're
huge
getting
arms.
big.
You're
They're
working out
getting big,
nowadays.
man.
Yeah.
It's getting so huge.
How's that workouts going on, Steve?
Dude, it's going good, man. I'm like beast mode.
Oh, yeah?
7.
24/7 beast mode. How did it feel like
Nice.
getting? So, Steve-O, you were never a beast mode type of guy. In fact, you
Never.
were a type of guy that I'd be like, "Hey, you want to go to the gym?" Be like, You would talk like this.
Actually,
say
it
it
was a
like
little
that.
higher. It was a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't.
want to get hurt.
You want to do you want to do bench press?
What if it was the opposite? I was like, yeah, I don't want to do no purpose.
I don't want to do well bench press, motherfucker. Like, dude,
I sounded like
I
an
lift
old-
cars.
you big.
I sound like an old Bill
So
Cosby.
now though, you're all about working out. So, what happened?
I just woke up one day and I was just like, I want to get healthier.
You had the Captain America dream.
I did. I was like,
Nice.
woke up and I'm like,
I want to be big. I want to be amazing. I want to be a superhero.
I was just like, I want to try something different. And I was always really about results. That's why I never really wanted to go because I never saw results really quick.
It doesn't come
I
right
didn't
away.
really actually, the whole thing is just motivation. Like, you don't have the motivation, just like you were saying.
Preach.
Rob. You don't have the motivation, man. You just you can't motivate yourself to be motivated to go to be motivated to work. You gotta get that motivation for that motivational push.
Get off the couch.
Weight. And
Put
it
down the
kinda-
potato chips.
It's like the weight of life on shoulders,
Stop playing video games.
and you just gotta pick it up. Sometimes you gotta put it there
Put it there.
and just leave it there for a little bit,
Put it down.
and just pick it back up and just carry it with you the whole time.
Oh, preach, brother, preach.
It's so good.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's what you got to do, man. You gotta have that motivation, and that's something I don't have right now for working out, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what sparked that though, Steve? Like, cause you weren't motivated 3 months ago. What happened?
Like I said, I just woke up and was
You didn't
like,
just wake up, bro.
I
There's
did.
a fucking point in your life that something happened.
There really is.
What was it? Not just waking up.
Okay.
Was there a dream while you woke up? Is there something that happened?
Yeah, I had a dream I was gonna die.
No.
and I
Why?
woke up and I was
Let's
like, you
all
know what? I gotta fucking just start working out.
No, what happened? Because I need to figure out what
Nothing
it is.
happened. I woke up and I was like,
He
I was
woke
woke
up.
I just wanted to do something different.
So I
Looked
gotta go
down,
to
couldn't
bed,
see his
and then
dick
I mean, I guess
anymore.
you could say,
Just saw gut.
I mean,
I gotta go to bed and wake up, and I'm just gonna fucking want to work out.
yeah. I just woke
Bullshit.
up. It's like I wanna do something different. I'm like that though.
Ian,
If
you believe
if I
this?
do something, I do it all the way. It's not like
You don't look like you're believing this, Clay.
No, I don't.
okay. So why do you guys think I did it?
I think you woke up one day, looked down, and saw your arms just dangling there, and you're like, I want to get buff, and you just pounded on your chest, screamed in the mirror,
So, did circles, 3 circles.
3, just only 3,
And he said, workout time.
threw a glass of water at the wall, and it didn't shatter, and you were like, I have to get stronger to do
That sounds
that.
a lot better than what I was about to say. Yeah. That's exactly it. That's exactly what happened.
There you go.
I just want to tell you because I was too embarrassed.
Deuces.
I didn't hear it though.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
Oh, gosh, guys, I could hear it.
There you go. Now you can hear it. No.
Tibetan bowl of joy. Vibrations are strong with you, tortoise man.
Tortoise, pirate.
Tortoise pirate man.
That's right. Tortoise.
Okay, Steve. Sly,
Cat.
fox man.
No, cat.
Okay, cat man.
Wait, I thought. Oh yeah, he's a cat.
Let's
He's a
see,
cat.
Mr. Cat. I got a question.
What?
Something really did have to happen. Okay, was it like a, was there
We're going
a
back
health-
to it.
Was there a health thing, man? Was it a health thing? Was it I'm tired of being not strong, or I want to be in shape? What was it that you, because there's something that happens. You don't just wake up. There's a trigger that goes on, a light bulb that hits, and then all of a sudden you say, I've got the drive to do it now.
I
That's
beg
what
to
it was.
differ.
I got up and I was tired of being unhealthy. Pretty much, I was tired of eating the same thing. I was tired. I just wanted something different. I wanted to feel like I had more energy and
Yeah.
get more energy. That was pretty much it.
Only
That's more than I just woke up. That's
It is.
all
I just
was
woke
looking
up and
for.
I wanted to get it. Yeah, that's it.
And I wanted to get healthy. So
Well, you-
thank God I
Okay.
became
So all I had
healthy.
to say was I woke up and I wanted to get healthy.
That's all you had to say, because that's a reason. Not
There
I
you go.
woke up. It's
There
not
you
a
go.
reason.
Okay.
Woke up. I woke up. That's not a reason.
Well,
I
and
wanted to get healthy. That's a reason.
I just started back into the gym as well, and I kind of did the same thing. I woke up and I was talking about it one day to my sister's boyfriend, and I was like, look, and I don't go to a lifting gym, of course. I train in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. So, and him saying he wanted to do it and he was so excited and really motivated me. I'm like, you know what? I got out of it to work on my career, and I'm at a point where I'm doing well and everything. Why not? So,
Get back into it.
yeah. So, and it's kind of nice having another person to go with, because he texts me and everything like that, like, hey, you still want to go? I'm like, yeah, let's go, and it makes me want to go more.
So is like when we think about health, is it just about like physically fit? Is that the reasoning then behind we see being solving that, or is it, Steve-O, because like you not only were working out and stuff too, but you decided to change your eating habits as well? So when you say health, is it applying to both of those things too, or is it like,
Absolutely, yeah. Because actually,
so do
we're
they go
starting to-
hand in hand with each other then for you? Was that something that you felt, and that's
Walking
why you had to
hand
get
in
your
Well,
working
yeah,
out
because I
going too?
eventually was eating healthier, and then after I got to get more energy, and I felt like, wanting to do more stuff. I had all this energy, so I was just like, let me start working out and seeing how that goes, and that's exactly what I did.
And Amber goes, damn, look at him, and slapped his ass.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And then what happened was I found out, guys, that I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm just kidding.
I developed a third leg.
Developed a third
Shit got in the way.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was trying to work out with squats. It was
Exactly.
there to stop me every time.
Yeah.
Life was always a hurdle. Every workout.
Every-
Every day.
I couldn't play that anymore longer, otherwise we were gonna.
Yeah.
Not be able to do our thing.
Right.
And with that being said, guys, I think it's about that time that Deuce has been up.
Okay, guys. Hey, definitely some good topics here today. I definitely appreciate all the thoughts and everything. So, thank you
That's
for
not how
watching.
Clay would say it.
I don't
That's
give
not
a
how
fuck.
Clay would say it.
Okay.
Come on. You gotta overtop with it, man. Come on,
Okay,
Over
let's
top,
see.
bro.
overtop with it.
And that is the Everything and Nothing show.
Yes.
Go F yourself, everyone.
No,
Okay.
No, that's something he would say. That's something he
The
would
whole
say.
beginning part was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it
it
again.
was.
One more time.
Alrighty.
Come on.
Alrighty, here we go. Thank you for
That was
watching
fun.
Thank you for watching the Everything and Nothing show. You can go on our YouTube page, like, subscribe. Definitely, you can help out with comments and everything. Go to our Patreon page. Everything is up there.
A big thing about that Patreon too, as well, is if you donate, guys, we are willing to nominate a topic on whatever it is that you wanted too. So it's kind of a cool gig. It also, like Clay was saying though, it helps us out. Like Clay, keep going, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I'm also starting a rap career, so that will help out too. Get my exposure. I'm
So good,
Big Boy Clay,
big boy
the
Clay.
AKA the Seattle Beastly Stud.
Yeah. Great.
No, but seriously,
He likes the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
no, actually, he likes the Titans.
No, Titans.
No,
Yeah, he's a Titans guy.
No, Titans fan, big time.
Yeah,
Clay.
so,
You gotta say-
No, we're talking about
you
Clay.
gotta say Seahawks.
No, he doesn't.
but definitely like, subscribe, go to our pages,
Tom Brady.
comment, and
Comment, please.
yeah, we like to hear from you guys. Catch us streaming some games. Invite us if you guys want to play with us. We do it for fun. This is stuff we've been doing since we were kids. Now we're just putting it out there, so we just want to people enjoy it. We want to entertain you and definitely hear some feedback, even if you are a flat earther. So like, subscribe, comment, and
We'll see you next time.
catch our other episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Adios, guys.
And always think about everything and nothing.
Everything and nothing. Hey,
Peace.
guys, we are. What is that whole saying again? We are.
Oh, okay. I'll
One
get
last
this.
to finish this whole thing out.
Yeah. Oh, shit. How does he start it? He goes, "We're not the best. We're not the worst. But we are entertaining."
Yeah, come on, Dean.
See ya.
You fucked it.
He trolled us. Adios, guys.